In an era of power plays and rising tensions, one move could reshape the Indo-Pacific. India has accepted America's offer. A decision that breaks from tradition, shakes the regional balance, and signals a new phase in global strategy. Why now? What's at stake? And what happens next? The world is watching and waiting. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because what you're about to hear might just change everything. Now, let's break it down. The offer. What did the U.S. propose? At the core of this burgeoning geopolitical alignment lies a sweeping and ambitious Indo-US agreement, a comprehensive partnership meticulously crafted to span a multitude of critical domains. This landmark deal encompasses deepened defense cooperation, significant trade liberalization measures, joint initiatives in clean energy technologies, collaborative ventures in semiconductor production, and even ambitious forays into the realm of space exploration. The United States, signaling its unwavering commitment to this strategic alliance, pledged an impressive package of over $50 billion in strategic investments across various sectors. Furthermore, the agreement included the accelerated sale of advanced military hardware to India, most notably the inclusion of fifth-generation fighter jets, a significant upgrade to India's air capabilities. The U.S. also committed to sharing intelligence-sharing capabilities with India, bringing it in line with the standards and protocols utilized by NATO member states. In return for this substantial package, India agreed to grant expanded military access to key ports strategically located in the Indian Ocean, a move that significantly enhances the U.S. Navy's operational reach in this vital waterway. Moreover, India opened the door for extensive collaboration in the development of high-end technologies, paving the way for joint research and innovation in critical sectors. President Joe Biden, in a carefully worded address, framed this agreement as the foundation for a democratic alliance for the 21st century, underscoring the shared values and strategic interests underpinning the partnership. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, echoing this sentiment with equal enthusiasm, hailed the agreement as a leap towards strategic parity, emphasizing India's growing confidence and its aspirations for a more prominent role in global affairs. Historical context. From non-alignment to partnership. India's foreign policy trajectory since its independence has long been defined by the principle of non-alignment, a cornerstone strategy meticulously shaped during the Cold War era. Navigating the intense pressures exerted by both Washington and Moscow, India sought to maintain its strategic autonomy and forge an independent path on the global stage. This policy of non-alignment served India well for decades, allowing it to engage with both superpowers while safeguarding its own sovereignty. However, the dawn of the 21st century brought with it a new set of geopolitical realities that prompted a gradual but discernible shift in India's strategic calculus. The signing of the landmark U.S.-India Civil Nuclear Agreement in 2008 marked a significant turning point, signaling a growing willingness on the part of both nations to forge closer ties. This was followed by an increase in bilateral defense cooperation, including joint military exercises such as the Yudh-Abhyas series, which further solidified the evolving partnership. Today, with the rise of new global challenges, particularly the growing tensions in the Indo-Pacific region, and China's increasingly assertive posture across the Himalayas and the South China Sea, India increasingly views alignment with the United States not as a sign of dependency, but rather as a strategic tool to enhance its own leverage and security in a complex and rapidly changing world. This pragmatic reassessment of its long-standing foreign policy principles underscores the profound impact of the evolving geopolitical landscape on India's strategic choices. Defense and security, deepening military synergy. One of the most critical and strategically significant pillars of the comprehensive Indo-US agreement is the deepening of military synergy and the pursuit of enhanced defense interoperability between the two nations. This aspect of the partnership aims to create a more seamless and effective collaboration in addressing shared security challenges in the Indo-Pacific region and beyond. Under the terms of the agreement, India gains access to a wide array of advanced U.S. defense technologies, ranging from state-of-the-art unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, to next-generation combat aircraft, significantly bolstering its military capabilities. Furthermore, intelligence sharing between the two countries is set to deepen through secure communication channels established under the Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement, BECA, allowing for a more coordinated approach to threat assessment and response. Joint military operations and exercises are also expected to expand in scope and complexity, particularly under the framework of the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, Quad, which also includes Japan and Australia. From Washington's perspective, this deepening military partnership with India provides a crucial advantage in its broader Indo-Pacific containment strategy, aimed at countering China's growing assertiveness. Securing a strong and capable frontline partner like India in this strategically vital region significantly enhances the U.S.'s ability to project power and maintain stability. For both nations, the underlying strategic calculus is clear: to collectively deter and, if necessary, contain China's expanding influence and military reach. Trade and technology, a new industrial chapter. Beyond the critical realm of defense and security, the comprehensive Indo-US agreement also unlocks a new chapter in their economic relationship, paving the way for significant trade reforms and enhanced technological collaboration. The agreement includes provisions for the slashing of tariffs on a range of Indian goods, including textiles, pharmaceuticals, and digital services, potentially opening up greater access to the lucrative American market for Indian industries. Simultaneously, American technology giants are expected to make substantial investments in India's rapidly growing digital infrastructure, contributing to the country's technological advancement and economic modernization. In a significant development for the global technology landscape, India's increasingly critical role in the global semiconductor supply chain is formally recognized and strengthened under the agreement. U.S.-based semiconductor manufacturing firms are slated to establish advanced fabrication plants, fabs, in key Indian states such as Gujarat and Tamil Nadu, diversifying the global supply chain and reducing reliance on any single geographical region. Furthermore, the agreement envisions a surge in collaborative efforts in the field of space exploration, under the existing framework of NASA-ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, cooperation. Joint research and development centers focusing on cutting-edge technologies such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and clean energy are also being established, fostering innovation and knowledge sharing between the two nations. This multifaceted collaboration in trade and technology promises to usher in a new era of industrial partnership between the United States and India. Energy transition, the green axis. Another pivotal element of the comprehensive Indo-US agreement focuses on accelerating the global transition to clean energy and fostering a green axis between the two major economies. Recognizing the urgent need to address climate change, the United States has committed to providing billions of dollars in climate finance to support India's ambitious solar and hydrogen energy initiatives. This financial assistance is expected to be channeled through a combination of public-private partnerships and strategic technology transfers, facilitating the deployment of cutting-edge clean energy solutions in India. For India, this collaboration provides a significant boost to its efforts to achieve its ambitious goal of net zero emissions by 2070, offering access to advanced technologies and financial resources that can help accelerate its transition to a sustainable energy future. Simultaneously, Washington views India as a crucial and reliable partner in its own efforts to shape sustainable global supply chains for clean energy technologies, aiming to create alternatives that reduce dependence on China, which currently dominates many key sectors in this domain. This shared commitment to clean energy not only addresses a critical global challenge, but also strengthens the strategic alignment between the United States and India. Balancing Russia, a tactical shift. India's historically close relationship with Russia, particularly in the realm of arms procurement, has often raised questions and concerns among its Western partners regarding the depth and sincerity of its pivot towards the United States. For decades, Russia has been India's primary supplier of military hardware, a legacy rooted in the Cold War era. However, as Moscow's dependence on Beijing grows increasingly pronounced in the face of Western sanctions and geopolitical isolation, New Delhi has come to view a diversification of its strategic partnerships, particularly in the defense sector, as a matter of national necessity. While this new agreement with the United States does not signify an immediate or complete severing of India's long-standing ties with Russia, it undeniably marks a slow but deliberate recalibration of its foreign policy priorities. This tactical shift aligns India more closely with NATO's broader vision of a secure and rules-based international order in the Indo-Pacific region, where the influence of authoritarian powers is carefully balanced. India's strategic autonomy remains a key consideration, but the growing convergence of interests with the United States on key geopolitical issues is undeniable. Domestic politics, unity or backlash. Within India, the announcement of the comprehensive strategic alliance with the United States has elicited a spectrum of reactions across the political landscape and within the broader society. The ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, has enthusiastically portrayed the agreement as a resounding triumph of its diplomatic efforts, highlighting the significant economic and strategic benefits for India. Business leaders have largely celebrated the prospect of increased trade and investment opportunities, anticipating a substantial economic windfall. Young engineers and scientists see the enhanced collaboration in technology and space as a gateway to exciting new opportunities and advancements. However, the agreement has also faced its share of skepticism and criticism. Opposition political parties have voiced concerns about the potential for excessive reliance on the United States and its strategic interests, accusing the government of compromising India's long-cherished tradition of strategic autonomy and potentially feeding into a new era of Cold War-style geopolitical binaries. Interestingly, in Washington, the agreement has garnered broad bipartisan support from both Democrats and Republicans, reflecting a growing consensus on the strategic importance of a strong partnership with India. However, some lawmakers and analysts have raised concerns regarding India's human rights record and certain aspects of its internal policies, suggesting that these issues should not be overlooked in the pursuit of strategic alignment. The domestic political landscape in both countries reflects the complexity and multifaceted nature of this significant partnership. China's response: strategic alarm bells. Beijing has been watching the deepening strategic embrace between India and the United States with intense scrutiny and growing concern. The comprehensive Indo-US Pact is viewed by China as a direct and significant challenge to its ambition for regional dominance in the Indo-Pacific and a concerted effort to contain its growing global influence. Chinese state-controlled media outlets have already launched a campaign criticizing the agreement, accusing India of becoming a junior partner in Washington's containment strategy and questioning its long-held principles of non-alignment. In response to this perceived strategic challenge, there are indications that the People's Liberation Army, PLA, naval activity in the Indian Ocean region is already on the rise, signaling a potential flexing of military muscle. Furthermore, reports suggest an intensification of cyber probes and attempted intrusions targeting Indian critical infrastructure, indicating a potential escalation of digital tensions between the two Asian giants. The geopolitical chessboard in the Indo-Pacific is undeniably tightening, with the burgeoning US-India alliance adding a significant new dimension to the existing power dynamics and potentially setting the stage for increased strategic competition. The global reverberations. Alliances in motion. This landmark agreement between the United States and India is expected to have profound and far-reaching reverberations across the global geopolitical landscape, prompting a significant recalibration of existing alliances and strategic partnerships. The deepening ties between Washington and New Delhi effectively redefine the dynamics of the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, Quad, with Australia and Japan now expected to expand their own joint initiatives with India and the US, potentially forming a formidable economic and military arc of influence stretching from the Pacific Ocean to the Arabian Sea. Europe, too, is closely observing these developments and considering its own strategic posture in the Indo-Pacific. France, in particular, has expressed a desire for deeper involvement with India to balance its own interests and presence in the region, recognizing India's growing importance as a global power. The nations of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, are also cautiously supportive of the US-India partnership, viewing it as a potential counterweight to China's growing influence in their own neighborhood, but they remain wary of any actions that could unduly provoke Beijing and destabilize the region. Ultimately, this agreement is not just a bilateral affair. It represents a significant regional pivot with the potential to reshape the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific and beyond. Risks and rewards, a future in balance. India stands to gain immensely, strategically, technologically, and economically. But with great power comes great entanglement. The challenge will be maintaining autonomy while navigating growing US expectations. Can India remain the voice of the global South while stepping into a Western-aligned leadership role? Or does it risk losing its strategic independence in pursuit of power? India's acceptance of America's offer marks a defining moment, not just for South Asia, but for the entire Indo-Pacific theater. It's a gamble, a statement, and a signal. The world is no longer divided by iron curtains, but by networks of alliances, economics, and influence. And in this new age of realignment, India has stepped forward, not as a spectator, but as a shaper of what comes next. If this breakdown gave you new insights into India's geopolitical shift, support our channel by liking this video, subscribing, and leaving your thoughts in the comments below. This isn't just international news, it's the evolution of world power. Stay informed, stay sharp, and stay tuned.